Good morning to all. My name is Ambali Pancholi, Assistant Professor, ITM University. Today we will continue our journey of the professional growth and development, focusing on key areas that contribute to enhancing teaching effectiveness and overall academic excellence. The final day of this program aims to provide you with valuable insight on pedagogy in the culture communication. We hope that today's session will equip you with the valuable knowledge, practical tool, and renewed passion for the teaching. We encourage you to actively participate. Let's embark on this exciting session of the faculty development program and continue your journey towards becoming exceptional tutor. For this, on the behalf of institution, I delight to invite for the final day of our FDP esteemed guest speaker, Professor Dr. Anu Huaba, MIT College of Nursing, Gurgaon, Haryana. Ma'am, extensive knowledge and expertise in the nursing field have made a significant impact in the academic community. Ma'am, we kindly request you to deliver a keynote address on the pedagogy in culture communication. Ma'am, kindly join us. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
I will share my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. And I would like to congratulate the organizers of this faculty development program for the successful completion of the event. Many congratulations to both the university organizers and the NTI people. Congratulations. Okay, so today I'm going to discuss with you regarding, just a minute, Today I'm going to discuss with you regarding this pedagogy in cultural communications, the misunderstandings because of cultural variations. So I'm not going to discuss only regarding the misunderstandings. I'm going to share something related to cultural pedagogy also. Now, what do you mean by this pedagogy? Like from last so many days, 4-5 days, we are studying regarding the pedagogy. So what is pedagogy? See, we can say that it is the method of teaching the students, right? Or the methods of teaching, both in practical as well as in theory part, right? Or we can say that it is a relationship between the culture and the way of learning, right? Now, if anybody asks you, like, what are the aim of pedagogy? So we can say that, like it assess the previous learning of the students. You can build the previous learning of the students or the learners so that you can enhance their skills, you can enhance their knowledge for the same. My slides are moving. Yeah. My slides are moving. Is it visible? Slides are moving. Is it visible? Please confirm.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Now, what is this cultural pedagogy? See, this is cultural pedagogy. This is also known as culturally responsive pedagogy. See, in this, we follows a student-centered approach. Now, what do you mean by the student-centered approach? Student-centered approach means you try to recognize the importance of students' culture, their backgrounds, his or her experiences in all aspects, right? So after assessing the students, you came to know about the strength of the student. So by knowing the strength of the student, you help the student to promote his or her achievements, or we can say that you help the student in learning part so that he or she can build his learning, develop his skills in the same field. Now, what is this? What do you mean by culturally responsive pedagogy? See, culturally responsive pedagogy, this is also known as culturally relevant teaching. Now, what is this culturally relevant teaching? See, this refers to the teaching approach that emphasizes the significance of connecting the culture of students and their social situations with the school's curriculum. Now, what is this? See, culturally relevant teaching means like you help the student, or we can say that in this we focuses on the multiple aspects of the student's learning or multiple aspects of the student's achievements, right? And you as a mentor, you as a teacher, you help the students in holding the cultural identities. Now, what are the strategies to boost the student engagement? Now there are basically 5 strategies to boost the student engagement. So we will discuss them one by one. Now, first is what? First is student-centric course. Now, what is this student-centric course? See, whenever you plan any curriculum, whenever you plan any course, try to keep in your mind the likes, the dislikes, the interest, and learning outcomes of the students, or learning outcome of your students, right? So when you will, keeping all these things in mind and you plan your curriculum according to that, so when you will implement that particular curriculum in your class activities, in your class assignments, so the students will feel more engaged with that particular course, right? For example, like previously what happened, the courses are not student-centered courses, right? Teachers are coming, they teaches the students and they go. So students take less interest in that particular course. But here we follows the student-centered approach. So the courses should be, you should plan the course by keeping in mind the likes, the dislikes, and interest of the student. Now, second, the point comes under strategy is make room for differences. Now, what do you mean by this make room for differences? Make room for differences means as a mentor, as a teacher, you have to provide a comfortable environment to your students, right? So that they approach each other, so that they interact with each other, so that they communicate with each other with a positive attitude, with a positive manner. For example, okay, me, Poonam ma'am, and Farooq sir, right? We 3 are first year, we have joined your university in first year, like your first year students. So we 3 are from different culture. I'm from Punjab, Poonam ma'am is from Himachal, suppose Farooq sir is from Gwalior, right? So we 3 are from different culture. Somehow, this is our first year. We don't know each other. So somehow we are hesitating to interact with each other. We are anxious. We are not comfortable with each other. So what is your role as a teacher? Your role is you have to provide us a comfortable environment. So you have to give us that environment so that the 3 of us start interacting with each other, right? Now, third strategy is encourage the group interaction in class. Now, what do you mean by encourage the group interaction in class? See, as a teacher, you have to plan like class discussions or group activities in the peer. So when you will plan group activities in your class, what happened? All the students, see, cultural diversity is there, right? So everyone, they start sharing their ideas. They start communicating with each other. They start sharing their opinions related to their culture, right? They have their own thought process. My thought process is different. Your thought process is different. So when we interact with each other, when we talk to each other, so a lot of things are come up, or we can say that a lot of things are settled down. So try to plan that activity so that students, they start interacting with each other, they start communicating with each other, right? So when you will plan these type of activities in the class, what happened? This helps the students, or we can say that this enhances the students' social skills. And what else is happening when they are interacting with each other? Their critical thinking increases, their problem solving, things are increasing. So that is why we can say that plan group interaction activities in your class. Now, next strategy is validate the multiple perspectives in class. Now, what do you mean by this? Validate the multiple perspective in class. See, as a teacher, as a mentor, make sure each one of your students should participate in the group discussion activities, right? As a teacher, this is your role. You have to boost the student. You have to encourage the student who don't want to, who is not talkative or who don't want to share his or her ideas in the group. So as a teacher, encourage the student to be a part of that particular group, right? For example, okay. For example, I will ask you, around 51 participants are there. So if I will ask you, okay, tomorrow is our meeting, and we all are trained in simulation, right? So in meeting, I am interested in starting, suppose I'm interested in starting simulation labs in the university, right? So if I will ask you, like, what are your ideas? What are your opinions related to that simulation lab? What else can be a part of our simulation lab? So you please share your ideas with me. So everyone starts sharing his or her ideas with me. Man, this should be the part of simulation lab where we have to buy this thing. We have to consult this person for that. So a lot of ideas are come up for that particular simulation lab, right? So this means what? This means your confidence level will improve, right? This is what? Validating the multiple perspective in class, right? Now, the last strategy is connect the school learning with students' real life experiences. See, try to relate your theory with practice. What happened in nursing profession? What we are doing? We are giving demonstrations to the students, right? Now, most of the demonstrations we usually done on the students only. For example, hair care, monitoring of TPR, temperature, pulse and respiration, monitoring of blood pressure. Then what else is foot and nail care, and this mouth care of conscious patient, right? We are performing directly, we are demonstrating these procedures on the students, right? So that means we are relating the theory with the practice. So the whole life child will remember, oh yes, ma'am has given this demonstration to me, hair care, this nail care, feet care. So I have to do the same things, same steps on the patient also, right? So that is what, relate your theory with the practice. Try to create a real scenario for the students. So that help, or we can say that enhances the students' learning, right? So there are 5 steps, or we can say that 5 strategies in cultural pedagogy, which boost the students' engagement. So they are what? Student-centric course, make the room for differences, encourage the group interaction in class, validate the multiple perspective in class, and connect the school learning with students with their real life experiences. Now, move on to what are the benefits of this culturally responsive pedagogy. See, what are the benefits for that? So there are a lot of benefits when we are following the student-centered approach, right? Now, first one is facilitates brain processing. Now, what do you mean by this facilitates brain processing? See, to be very frank, cultural diversity is there, right, in your class. So when you plan some class activities, students, they start sharing their ideas, they start communicating with each others, right? Individual differences are always there. Opinions are always different, right? So they start sharing their views, their opinions related to their culture. So what happened with this? This enhances their social skills, their problem solving things, their critical thinking will enhance, right? So that is why we can say that this culturally responsive pedagogy, this facilitates the brain processing, right? Now, the second benefit is it strengthens the student's sense of belonging and identity. Yes, when you involve each and every student in your discussion part, when you will be there as a mentor, as a guide, as a teacher to support the student, and when you encourage the student to approach each other with the positive attitude, with the positive thought, with the positive manner, definitely the students will will feel, yes, she is a good person, all right, and they may share later on a bond, a strong bond with each other. Now, the third benefit of this culturally responsive pedagogy is it makes the learning more meaningful for the students. Yes, obviously, when you are relating your theory into practice, when you are demonstrating the things directly on the patient, then what happened? What happened? This will enhance their learning, right? They remember a lot of things in their mind. So that is why we can say that it makes the learning more meaningful for the students, right? Now, the last benefit is it promotes a sense of safety and support among students. Yes, when every time you will be there for the students, when you are supporting the students, when you are, encouraging them to participate in the activities, when you are planning the curriculum as per their likes, their dislikes, their interests, by keeping in mind the learning outcomes, definitely they will feel more secure with you, right? And they will approach you also. You are a teacher, you are a mentor. So they will approach you also whenever they feel something is happening wrong in the group or wrong in the discussion or something is deviating from some other topic, right? So definitely they will contact you. So these are the benefits, we can say that, of culturally responsive pedagogy. My slides are moving. Please confirm.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Now, what are the barriers to intercultural communication? What are the barriers? Now, there are a lot of barriers, right? Cultural diversity is there, individual differences are there, our thought process is different. So definitely a lot of barriers are there. So we will discuss one by one. So the first one is anxiety. Obviously, anxiety will be the biggest barrier in communication. I have already give you example like me, Poonam ma'am and Farooq sir, we are your first year students, right? We are from different background. We three are from different background. We three are from different culture. Lot of things are different in three of us, right? So definitely we were anxious. We are not comfortable to talk to each other, right? So anxiety is a barrier while in a communication, right? Second thing is assuming the similarity instead of difference. Now, what do you mean by this? Assuming the similarity. See, sometimes what happened, we are ignoring each other, right? Sometimes we are overlooking each other. So this is also one of the barriers, right? Then the third one is ethocentrism. Ethocentrism means what? Ethocentrism means when we are judging the other cultures, right? See, we all are very active. We are all are from different cultures. We are daily, we are, seeing a lot of things in the news also. So definitely when somebody comes in our contact, or we can say that somebody comes in our, in our profession, definitely we start judging the person with that things. Like earlier, I have heard the people, the people who belongs to this community, they are like that only. So we are judging the person. That is also one of the big barrier in communication, right? Now, fourth one is stereotypes and prejudice. Now, what do you mean by the stereotypes and prejudice? This means we have something is already in our mind. Like we approach the person with the negativity, with the negative thoughts, and we believe that like this is right regarding this particular culture, right? And whenever somebody is come in contact with us, we will definitely don't want to interact with that person because something is already in our mind, fitted in our mind. Yes, the people who belongs to this community, this culture, they are like that only. So we will ignore the people. We don't want to interact with those people. We don't want to communicate with those people, right? Now, and the last one is non-verbal misinterpretation. Yes, sometimes non-verbal communication is a big barrier. We want to say something else, and people will, they will judge you and they will consider you something else, or they will understand something else, right? So non-verbal communication is a big barrier. Here, I would like to share one example with you. This is a very good example I will share with you. 2 years back, I have visited one village in Haryana. Basically, I have conducted one study in Haryana. We are team of five members. And when we visited that, community, and basically we want to assess the maternal health and newborn health of that particular area. Around 3,000 or 3,500, people are residing in that rural area. And when we when we interact with the females, with the mothers, uh, each one of the mother, they are complaining, ma'am, we are having lower abdominal pain, right? So we concluded that it might be because of the poor menstrual hygiene. It might be because of some cyst, right? So a lot of things comes in our mind. So then we thought we should communicate, we should, talk to these females deeply. So we interact with them. So we visited each and every house, and we start, collecting their thoughts related to that. So we later on, we concluded that the females of that particular community only conveyed us, like, we are not allowed to use pads during the menstrual period, and we only uses cotton clothes, and we have to use that particular cotton clothes, that 2 or 3, till 1 year. This is our culture, right? We have to wash it again, and we have to use it again, right? And we are not allowed to change the pads. Three or only 4 pads will be there, and we are not allowed to change the pads. We have to use the same pads till 1 year. This is our culture, they are saying. Okay, so that means that thing is already fitted in our mind, like the people, the women who are living in this particular community, they are having poor menstrual hygiene, and the reason is this, so and so and so, right? Okay, now what happened in the last year, one of the student, she took admission in first year, and she belongs to same community, right? So I have planned some school health program in the community. So when I have planned this activity, so it was there already there in my mind, like, she is very unhygienic person, and she's not maintaining her menstrual hygiene. So I will give menstrual hygiene topic to her. I have given menstrual hygiene topic to her. She has done excellent presentation, explained each and everything. Then I called her in my office. I tell her, like, I told, it was very good presentation. You done excellent job, but beta, you also maintain your your personal hygiene. You have to take care of your menstrual hygiene. You know what she told me? She said, ma'am, I know you. You have visited my community, and my mother only encourages me to use pads after your discussions, after your health education, when you came to my community last year, 2 years back. So she only told me, like, you instead of using these clothes, you use pads, and this thing is in between you and me only. We will not disclose the things to other community people. And ma'am, for your kind information, I am using pads only. And that is because of my mother and the health education which you have given to us in the community area. So this is ethocentrism only, or we can say that stereotypes only. It's already imputed in my mind, like, these type of people, like, using they are not using pads, they are using clothes only. So it was there in my mind only. So by keeping these things in my mind, I have communicated these things to the students only, right? So this is a barrier. So try to avoid these things, or try to avoid, don't judge the students, judge the person. Now, other barriers are also there. So other barriers like language differences. Yes, language difference is a big barrier, See, I am residing in the Amity campus only, and cultural diversity is there. So one of our faculty, he is working in some other department, and he is from Tamil Nadu. His wife, she doesn't know English, doesn't know Hindi. She wants to talk to us. She wants to interact with us, but she's not able to talk to us because language barrier is there, right? Whenever she meets, every time she say hello, hi, bye, that's it. So language is a big barrier, right? Second is body language. Yes, body language is also a barrier. How? See, Japanese people, that when they want to interact with you, when they want to talk to you, they become closer to you, right? Whereas the Americans, they always maintain distance while interacting with you or while communicating with you, right? So when you will come closer with the Americans, they may feel uncomfortable. So they start ignoring you. They will say, oh, this is a crowded thing. I don't want to talk to you. They will ignore you. So this is the body language is also one of the barrier, right? Next is level of context. Now, what is level of context? Level of context means your language should be clear. There should be clarity in your language when you are conveying the messages to other, right? For example, okay. For example, if I will say to you, like, shall we plan some workshop on simulation in nursing? Okay, how many? Okay, 56 are there? Yes, 56 are there. So suppose 20 people, 20 participants, they will say, yes, ma'am, we should plan. This is very important topic. We should plan. Rest of the people, they will say maybe, right? Now, what do you mean by maybe? Maybe means what? Yes means yes. No means no. Maybe means what? That means you are not delivering your message. Your language is not clear when you are delivering your message, right? So there should be clarity in your language when you are delivering your messages, right? If your language is not clear, definitely nobody wants to interact with you, right? Next is value of time. Yes, value the time. एक बड़ी अच्छी कहावत है हिंदी में, समय की कदर करे नहीं तो समय आपकी कदर नहीं करेगा. And this is true. Value your time also, value others' time also, right? Now, the last barrier we can say that is negative stereotypes and prejudices. Yes, never approach the person with negative thought. Never approach the person with the negativity. Accept the person with positivity. But when you approach the person with negative things, with the negative thought process, then you will never able to develop a trustworthy, trustworthy relationship with that particular person. You will never able to communicate with the person. So this is a big barrier, right? So always approach a person with a positive thought process. Now, there are some tips to improve the intercultural communications. Now, see, remember that. Always remember, we all are human beings, right? We all are human beings. Cultural diversity is there. Individual differences are there. Our likes are different. Our dislikes are different. A lot of things are there. But please accept the person as it is, right? Communicate with the person, interact with the person, approach the person with the positive thing. When you will approach the person with positive thing, definitely you will develop a good relationship with that particular person. Another tip is, suppose, see, I am from different culture. You are from different culture, right? My culture is different. My spiritual things are different. Your spiritual things are different. So never, ever, or we can say that never ever start any culturally sensitive topic while discussions. So don't discuss these type of things. So when you will start discussing the cultural sensitive topics, definitely it will create a lot of issues in the discussion, right? So avoid those type of discussions. Another thing, sometimes we may say something wrong about someone's culture. So it's better try to apologize then and there only, right? Another thing, be willing to adapt, right? Then take notice of non-verbal communication. If you misunderstood something, that might be because of non-verbal communication, try to clear the things with that particular person. What you want to say to me? What do you mean by these things? I am not able to understand these emojis. Can you explain me what you want to write, what you want to say to me? So be open with the person. Be open-minded. Interact with everyone. Talk to everyone. Accept the person, right? Then develop a strong sense of self-awareness and connect with others from different backgrounds. Be inclusive. Now, what do you mean by be inclusive? Be inclusive means try to learn more languages. When you will learn more languages, definitely you will interact with many people from different cultures, backgrounds, right? So these are the tips we can say that to improve the intercultural communications. My PPT is stuck in between. Yeah. So here I'm going to conclude my topic. Thank you so much for your patient listening. And I must say there is one mantra, to reduce this intercultural communication. That is what, see, I know we all are working in different environment. Sometimes the issues may arises in between us also as a faculty. But I must say, this is a mantra. This is a big mantra. I'm doing that. Try to interact with the person, try to approach the person with positive things. Forget about the culture, forget about everything. Accept the person as it is. See, when you will approach the person with positive thoughts, you know what happened? The positive vibration will go to that person also. When that person, he or she, whosoever is, he or she will catch your positive, positive vibes. Definitely, he or she will be happy to interact with you, happy to communicate with you, right? You will able to build a good, or we can say the trustworthy relationship with that particular person, right? This is today's mantra. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for patient listening. Thank you so much. And thank you, the whole team, the organizers, NTI, and the ITM University for giving this opportunity to me. I thought I should make a crisp and short presentation because from last so many days, you people are, discussing the things on, we can say that interacting on that part only, pedagogy only. So I thought I will make some short or crisp presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am. On the behalf of everyone present here, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you for Professor Anu ma'am for sharing their profound knowledge and insight on pedagogy and culture communication. Ma'am, your presentation was truly enlightening and throughout provoking. Your expertise in the field, your ability and articulate complex concept in clear, engaging manner have left a lasting impact on all of us. Thank you so much, ma'am. Before we conclude this enriching session on the pedagogy, it is my privilege to invite Mr. Prashant, Assistant Professor, ITM University, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable words. So, a very good morning, everyone. I am Prashant Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Optometry, School of Nursing Science, ITM University, Gwalior. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for the last days of faculty development programs on teacher pedagogy, organized by School of Nursing Science in collaboration with the Nursing Teacher Association of India. On the behalf of the organization, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to our resource person, Professor Dr. Anu ma'am, for enlightening us with their wisdom and experience. We are thankful to our Honorable Founder Chancellor Sri Ramasankar Singh ji, Honorable Chancellor Madam Mrs. Ruchi Singh Chauhan, Honorable Pro Chancellor Mr. Daulat Singh Chauhan sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. S.S. Bhagar, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. S.N. Khedkar, and respected Registrar Dr. Om Veer Singh, Dean Academics Dr. Sonia Johri ma'am, and their motivation. Sincerely thanks to the Dean SONS Professor Mini Anil ma'am for stimulating us throughout the event, and I must thank our organizing team, NTAI team, volunteers, and all participants for making the FDP successfully. Finally, I would like to thank all of you present here today and helping us to make this event a grand success. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable time. As we bring the final day of the faculty development program on teaching pedagogy to close, I would like to express my sincere gratitude and appreciation all the participants to make this journey successful. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to both the organization Nurses Teacher Association India and ITM University for organizing this enlightening and enriching event. It has been an incredible learning experience, and I am immensely grateful for the opportunity to be a part of it. First and foremost, I would like to extend my special thanks to Dr. Professor Mini Anil, Dean S1S ITM University, for organizing this program and providing us with the nurturing and conducive learning environment. I also would like to thank Dr. Farooq Khan, the President of Nurses Teacher Association of India, for his visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to the advancing the field of nursing education. I also like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Rakesh Dhaka, Assistant Secretary of NTI and Associate Professor of ITM University, for his invaluable contribution and meticulous organization throughout the program. Thank you all for your support and dedication and tireless efforts to make this faculty development program successful. We all are look forward to applying the knowledge gained and making the positive impact on the nursing education leadership. Thank you so much. This is not last the least. We are hoping that we are going to organize more such kind of programs so we can apply all the knowledge and skill to our teaching experience and enhance our teaching experience. And thank you so much. Have a great day. All registered participants will get the certificate for this faculty development program on their registered email ID. Thank you so much, Anu ma'am, for your precious time and support. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
present
Thank you
here.
so
Thank
much.
you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you.